Light me up, don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride.
Hello guys, good morning. I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another eventing vlog. This week we are off to Launceston. It is about 5:30, not quite as early as it was last week for Pontypool. It's not so much of a journey, and I've got very similar times to last week. I feel like it's double whammy, 2 weekends in a row going eventing. Addie has been bathed, everything is all loaded. It is just the case of platting Addie this morning and then loading up and getting on the road. First things first is I've got to go and find them again in a 10-acre field. So I'll go do that, get them in, and basically just crack on with getting platted. Yeah, I feel pretty organised, feel pretty good. Had a watch back of my Enquiries round last night. I watched it actually with my friend Kaz because she hadn't seen it, and yeah, just going with the same feelings of last week. I know that she's going to be a little bit more knowing what she's doing. I've just got to make sure that again I ride her nice and confidently, give her confidence to trust me that what I'm asking her to jump she is more than capable. We're doing the BE80 go again, and I'm actually really excited. I'm even more excited now because I may have had a phone call from Cameron yesterday, and his mum is competing in my class. She is 2 before me, so he said he will be in the dressage warm-up, and bless him, he was asking, I know people get into the zone, so if you don't want any help because you'll be in your own little bubble, that's absolutely fine. I was like, no, any help is much appreciated. So yeah, looking forward to catching up and seeing him. Best not make myself late. I've got my caffeine to wake me up. And yeah, let's all systems go. Let's go eventing. Are you all blooded up? Oh, we're going for the big oh, and now the back weight. I can't believe how much you stretch, bless you. Oh, it's a hard life going eventing. Being an event pony is so hard, isn't it? Yeah, you've just been going to sleep whilst I've done your forelock. So the forelock and plaits are all done. I may have took one out and redid it because I wasn't very keen on it. They need to have some breakfast, but my first thing, my mum, bless her, kindly came out and brushed off the bit of mud on her hops for me and brought me out another coffee. And where am I going? I'm gonna get for her tiny little band around her back foot there. It is not looking very white at all. Featuring some cows mooing. Good girl. Megan, you do this pampering. Is it yours? Can I have half an egg? Oh. You have done so many. Bit of bribery for you, Addie. Hey. Bit of bribery on your breakfast. Put some carrots in for you. Oh, that is runny. Made it very runny, so I know that she's got some water in her. Oh, back, you've made a mess in here too. There you go. Good girl. Yum yum. Breakfast of champions. Chaff, carrots and blue chip. What more could a girl ask for? We are ready to go. She's loaded up, got a I don't know whether she needs it or not, but she's definitely remembered from last week that being platted up means that she gets to go and have fun. I'm very much enjoying having this to drive this morning. Yeah, thanks Dad. My car is in having a bit of work done, so yeah, I do need to put some fuel in there. I think this is going to cost me more than mine. Just let me put it in the car! Yeah, but you'll take her out and you'll forget. Thank you. Okay. Find a twine. Equestrian's best friend. Right, let's get going. Let's go pick up Christopher. Hello. All right, my darling. Look, I've got polo here for you. Yummy. Good girl. You okay, my sweetheart? Good. Yeah. How warm are you? Oh, just right. Just right. And you haven't messed up your plaits. Very good. How's the haylage? Do you all like it? Yes? Good girl. Right. We are nice and close. So the cross-country start is just up through those gateways there. And then head out and we can see fence 2 already there. So let's get out and give it a walk. So just heading to the start box where I need to set up the cross-country app. Sorry, Nala is pulling, as you can see, she is attached to this hand. And I love that we've arrived, and the moment I've gone in there because of my location, it's gone Launceston X, courses available. But I'm going to hit not now on that one. Hit on to new, event. Sorry, trying to do this and think, there we go. Launceston. And we're doing BE80. Oh, sorry, not actually saying BE80. And it's 435. And then we'll go and have a look to see if we can find the optimum time over on the board. There we go. So they're all up here, all the courses, and the 80 optimum time 5:44. Now it wouldn't have mattered if I had not entered the optimum time. I could have entered it later. It's a longer course than what it was last week. A bit further to go today, Addie. Pop that in, hit next, and you are then ready. It zooms in to where I am, and then you just hit the start button when we're in line. What have we got? I might just take a photo of that as well, because I think it's always quite good, just in case I get a little bit lost out there, because they do change it up here. A video of taking a photo. Yep. But yeah, oh, it does look like quite a long way around. Right, let's go see what is on course for us. Not going to do every fence, but jump number 1, very similar to our starting one. Oh, just testing the buzzer. Very similar to what we had as fence 1 last week. Now go on to here and go add fence 1, boom, turn, photo, like that. Now let's stop moving around. Use photo, and then when I get to the other side of the fence I hit the resume. Right, so we have come out over fence 1, 2, 3, 4 on a little downhill, then we turn around the corner and we have got our first combination, 5A and B. When I was first walking up to this I was like, oh, that looks like quite an angle-like turn, but actually we have got plenty of room. I haven't even strided it out because I don't want to be fixated on that. It is a lovely small fence that she can do from a trot, a close stride, a distance stride, a flyer, whatever she wants, but just going to make sure that I have got, like I learned in my lesson with Fred on Friday, is keeping hold of that outside coming around this turn and make sure that she clearly knows where she is going. Stand on the other side here and hit resume. I've taken my photos, done all of that. I'm also trying to make a reel. I don't know why I'm trying to vlog, make a reel and do the cross-country app. Yeah, I like to task myself, making sure also that I'm always looking back. Nala, trying to catch flies, also making sure that I always look back and make sure that you're not just going straight from there to then cut to that, because that isn't probably what you're going to do when you're actually riding it. And I want to be aware of where I've got spaces that we can have a little bit of a breather, maybe need to regain like a bit of composure, get back together again if we've gone a little bit. I think sometimes when you have a lot of fences all quite quick concession, you can end up like maybe getting reins long or something like that, and I just think it's nice, like now this is quite a nice bit of open space just to have that little moment of like, okay, we're into this, like almost a bit of a warm up and then get going again. Oh, we're coming round and got a picnic table here. I've been funny, but that looks quite big. Ah, she'll be alright. Just again, like I said last week, like a glorified, oh, and we got some waving hands, Kerry-Ann and Arthur, but it looks just like a glorified roll top. It's fine. Okay, fair play. We have had, so as I said that we had that breather, I think that is a very good point on the course. So the course builder's probably done that intentionally, and then they've had quite a lot, so we've had to come over that picnic table that you saw, come around the corner, go through the water, then you've got one on a very sharp corner as you're coming out, and then come up to here, and then we've got a chicaner, which I have got that gorgeous photo of Addie flying over the chicaner at Pontypool last weekend. It's not deep, it's just got a bit of sand in there. Got a lovely ground line, nice big log pole at the top as well. We're all tangled up, Nala. So yeah, shouldn't be a problem, but I just feel like into that second minute we seem to, or second to third minute should I say, I feel like they've had quite a lot of questions. So hopefully now we'll have another little breather, which it does look like we've got a bit of a let-up fence coming up. I don't think I've hit resume. Yes, I have. Oh, I think I've done a few circles. Oh no, it's sorted itself out. It's clever, this app. It's so clever. So yeah, right. Got a little let-up fence before, I think, possibly another combination. But let's go have a little look. Hello! Oh, look who it is! Hold on, I've got to pause my app because I can't go... Getting all competitive, not. Yeah. I know I haven't been here for a little while, but usually go through that way. Oh, that looks nice for the novice. A little bit above our level today. But fence 12, and then we're going... I've never been in this entrance, if I'm honest. I've always gone that way or the drop the other side, but never gone in here. This is a little bit spooky. Just going, again, light to dark, but we jumped plenty of them. It's just like the one at Pontypool before the step up last week, so should be no problemo. Right, now I know I'm not supposed to say this, and she jumped a hay cart last week. She took a flyer over it. She absolutely flew it, so I've not got any worries. But I do feel like this is bigger than 80. I don't know. Maybe not, but it is wide. They've got another bale on the other side there before takeoff. And it just seems that it is quite wide. The course is looking lovely. I definitely think it will be a real achievement for us to get around. We are coming back in, so we're in like the second field, going into the first, like on the way out, kind of going back in parallel with ourselves. I will be very, very proud if we get around this. There is definitely different questions to Pontypool. She's obviously never been here, so that will be a true proper test, I think, because we did go cross-country schooling at Pontypool before competing there last weekend. So yeah, excited to give it a go. Going to give it my best, make sure that I give her lots of confidence. We saw Cam, as you saw, and the dogs very much tangled us up, but he said it's absolutely fine, and he said it's not a chicaner, there's just a sandpit underneath. It's not a proper ditch, it's just a log pole basically. Got a lovely ground line, which is what I did say. We've then got a little double, one-stride double actually, which I feel is a little bit unusual. I can't remember the last time I had a one-stride double. To be honest, I haven't really done that much cross-country recently, have I? Only last weekend. Oh, and we're sharing this one with the 90, fence 70. Again, glorified roll top with brush on top, but Addie doesn't quite understand that brush, you can go through it. She likes to jump it. So let's take a photo of that one. Final fence, little log, and then walk on. Make sure that you always walk to the finish line to finish your cross-country app. Otherwise, obviously, that is seconds that you won't have recorded. I also really like it when they have a good variety of cross-country fences in the warm-up, not just like one fence that you can jump, but there is a few different ones there for us to warm up, and different looking as well. Sometimes you find that they are very similar looking, and it's like, oh, I need to like almost just get her eye in that it's cross-country, and they are all going to look a little bit different. So yeah, pleased with that warm-up. And they've also made the warm-up bigger, which is nice. You can have a good stretch of canter down along there whilst you're warming up. But time to go for one of my most favourite parts and get her all pampered up and yeah, ready for dressage. I don't think I'm going to top how I turned her out last week, because I actually, when I watched the footage back, I was quite impressed with myself on how she looked. I mean, if I can match that, ideal, but I set myself quite a high standard last week. And you've been a good eventing dog again. Oh, you love your eventing, don't you? Having a belly scratch. Right. We are doing well. Chris has gone off with my little nephew Arthur with Kerry Ann to watch Kerry Ann's dressage. I was wondering whether I could get down there. I probably could have, but I just didn't want to be them rushing to get back. It's quite a long walk down to the dressage. So I want to be on at 11:52. I'm saying like about 20 past, but I think it would probably take us 5 minutes to walk down, so I want to get down there for a good 20 minutes warm up just to walk around. I feel like she's going to be a little bit more on it today. She's not quite standing as still as she did last time, although she looks like butter wouldn't melt right now. I think she just knows a bit more what's going on. We've obviously got the tannoy going, and cross country is literally right behind us, so they are going out and back. But she's been good. She's allowing me to, she's not being a pain for me to do everything. So studs are in, toes are painted, the white has been, don't look at that white actually, that white has been brushed out. I've done her bottom, which I actually, oh look at my face on her bum, get me out of it. I actually think that looks better than it did last week. Tail plait is in, looking good, and I've just done that side as well. Loose hair there, that's where like they're starting to go a bit fluffy, isn't it? Other than that, I think we're all good. I just need to put some oil down her legs to make them really shiny, and around her face, razzle dazzle on her tail. I think I'm now going to just get my stuff sort of ready to go on, tack and everything. I've got my bridle out, but my stuff as well.
Always alone. You will always be there.
Okay, I tried to go down and watch Carrie-Anne, but they were obviously running a little bit behind. I think they're doing it more in number order, so she had quite a few to go before her, and I need to get on for dressage. It's just gone at 20 past. I'm on at 11:52. It is quite a long walk down there, but I would like to have 20 minutes down there, even if I am just walking around, getting her used to the environment, because as I mentioned, I think she is going to be a little bit more energetic today, but I'm all good. I've just got my gloves, number to go on. Chris has stayed down there with Arthur to watch Carrie-Anne. They're going to come back, pick up the camera, and then I'll meet him over there. I'm going to go do my leg swings, warm myself up, and then get on. I'm feeling more nervous today. I don't know why. I don't know. I just hope, not that I want her to go, I want her to go as well as she did last week, but equally she set the bar quite high for herself last week. I wasn't expecting her to be that good, so yeah, if she can match it, amazing, but I just need to try and, I know it sounds really bad, but not be too disheartened if it doesn't go as well as last weekend. There's no reason why it shouldn't, but yeah, it's Addie's fault basically. She set the bar too high.
Get the inside leg on through the corner. Yeah, exactly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. And just keep playing with that. Can I drop her down a gear and in, and then push her with the new inside leg again? Yeah, and then good. And never chasing her or kicking her, it's just coming under and squeezing the tummy muscles.
Yeah.
Good. That looks softer already. Yeah, better. And then trying to make sure that your hands never come behind the number. Yeah, good leg. When she fights, for now, yeah, we don't want to have a moment. Yeah, when she fights, it's often when you've allowed the rhythm to get too quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she's pulling herself along. Yeah. So that is a result of her gaining and then coming through you.
So instead of using my hand, you can speak to me.
Yeah, or I can just sponge the fingers, but before you have to catch it before she gets too quick. Yeah. You've got to think really there's not a stride that goes by at the moment when you're not stuck doing something. Yeah. The fingers need to constantly be sponging right in front of you. The leg needs to be doing something. Okay.
Huge thank you to Cameron for those final, very valuable words just before going in. Now, I always look to see when the competitor in front of me has done their halt and is about to walk out. I make sure that I am in there as quick as I can. It just allows that time to go around the arena, possibly even a couple of times. And as you can see down there, there's people stood up with dogs watching. There's tyres just to the left of the car, and it just allows Addie to get familiarised with where we are now working. Now the beeper has gone, ready for me to go in. Now Addie came around this corner and had a poo, so just went a little bit tense, and I probably in old ways would get a little bit stressed, a little bit worried, like I've got to get in that arena, but actually I just took the time, took a deep breath, did another circle, and then it made our centre line so much better. So riding down into the arena now, I changed my diagonal halfway just to keep her nice and straight. the judge said that we were fairly straight and active and scored us a 7. Then you turn left and then straight away change the diagonal. Now I was really chuffed here, and I didn't want to chase her for the rhythm, as Cameron had told me just before going in. Don't try and chase her for that rhythm or make her go too quick. And it got a 7, very straight from the judge. And I was her trot work here, I am so proud of her. Here we had to do a 20-metre circle to X before starting another half 20-metre circle. Again, she changed the bend. I actually did sit for 2 beats instead of the 1 when I changed my diagonal. The judge said well positioned and ridden movement for both of them. Now we come into a canter transition. We were a little bit late into that, but we got the right canter strike off, so I cannot complain. We scored a 6.5 for the transition and then a 7 for the circle, saying nicely balanced circle. Perhaps going a little bit deep in her frame around that second half, but crikey me, she looks lovely. Oh, we lost a bit of straightness, and that was a very ugly downward transition, but we were forward as the judges put and scored us a 7. Whether she didn't quite see that the head came up like that because we're going away from her, possibly. And then it's straight on to doing again 2 half 20-metre circles, which for both of these we scored a 7. And then it's coming into another canter transition, which was much better. We got the right canter strike off. The head went up again a little bit, but the judge said we were obedient, so she went when I asked. And again, we were facing away from the judge, and maybe that's why they didn't see the head come up so much, but it was only for literally half a second. Again, another lovely circle, and she stays much straighter here. And then here, I'm a little bit fighty with her to try and keep her head there, whereas maybe I should be a little bit softer. So we scored a 6.5 coming into the trot, and then medium walk K to E. We had fair steps as a comment from the judge and scored us a 7, and then half 20-metre circle free walk on a long rein, which last week we didn't have this in our test, so I was glad that we had it. She doesn't jog, she does stay fairly relaxed, but the head could obviously stretch down an awful lot more and be consistent. They were playing rugby over in the field next door, so I'll give her that. And then coming back here into walk, it was a little bit ugly. We scored a 6 for the free walk on a long rein, and then this walk here onto the centre line, we scored a 7. And then into trot, down towards the judge, remembering to smile, and then halt at G, which the judge said was rather jiggly into the halt, as you'll see, but jiggly into a square halt, and scored us a 7. Now for me, it's the comments that I got at the end of this test. The judge has said, what a lovely, genuine, willing horse, lots to like, 3 correct basic paces, continue with your training, it is working, and that just it made my day. Overall, scoring us a 30.8. Dressage completed. Was pleased with it. There were some mistakes, some ugly moments of head going up in the air, but as Cam said as I came out, some were my fault, some were her fault, so we'll take that, won't we? Hey, fair play. You had one, I had one. And yeah, I knew that it wouldn't be... I thought her trot work at the beginning was so much more relaxed than last week. Didn't feel quite so tense and trying to contain her, basically. I was able to put my leg on at the very beginning. The first canter I felt then just whizzed her up a little bit. I mean, I haven't watched it back, but I feel like it whizzed her up, and then our second lot of trot work perhaps wasn't as relaxed. But we still did everything where we were supposed to. We got the right leads in the canter. So yeah, for where she is at the moment, and actually her walk was more relaxed today than it was in our test last week. So yeah, overall, I'm really pleased. I've just gone down and had a quick look at the show jumping. Unfortunately, didn't get back in time to make the course walk, but I've just watched it. It seems like a long way round. It is on grass, which is different for us. We've never done a round on grass before, have we? No. But yeah, looks all nice. There's quite a few related distances. Just got to remember to close that grip, release the grip. Not overfold, and I'm just going for rhythm. I was going to try and figure out exactly how many strides should be in between all of them, but actually I'm just going to sit up and relax and ride the rhythm. She usually has a nice stride length, so hopefully should be all good, but we've probably got another, say, 20 minutes before I need to think about getting ready. It's going to be more of a rush between show jumping and cross country, but no, really chuffed with the dressage. Might have a little watch back of it now, and again, do I find out the dressage or not? I think I might have to have a little look.
Well, that was 4 jumping and 4 time, total of 8 there for the
29.3 in second at the moment.
Now guys, I'm not sure if you like to have voiceovers of the jumping. It's not like dressage where you've got the marks, but perhaps let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to do one today because this is probably one of the most enjoyable show jumping rounds I've ever ridden. Now, as you've seen from the little snippets, Addie warmed up really, really well. I then headed in the arena and headed straight for that hedge because there was an awful lot going on, so I didn't want her to be spooked at it. I then picked up a nice canter around those jump wings just so that I could get her off my inside leg. She goes down fence 1, 2 really nicely. We unfortunately land on the wrong lead, but we did a quick canter trot canter before coming to fence 3. Now, I did waste a bit of time around there, and in hindsight, I think I should have actually turned in front of that white and with the blue filler jump to fence 3. Again, landing on the wrong leg, something that we know we need to work on. Before coming down to these 3 fences on related distances, I really remembered to close the grip, release the grip, nice 4 strides, and then the same again to that one, and she jumped them beautifully. Then around this corner, I did feel that she was getting quite strong, so I just wanted to sit back, get her again off my inside leg. We do have a little bit of a slip there, but she recovers really well and jumps that one again beautifully. Has a little spook at those jump wings, which we had gone around already, so maybe the spook would have been worse if I hadn't have done that. But we're now coming into fence 8, which is a 2-strided double. She jumps them lovely, gets really nice shot, really nice strides, and then again being careful around this turn here, but we are on the correct lead to come into the final fence, which again she got a lovely shot and finished a superb round. I was so proud of her and just how rideable she was. Like I say, my most enjoyable round I think I've ever ridden at show jumping.
The 8 time, I'm afraid, it's a total of 8 from show jumping for 269.
Emdeventing is next race, so the lady with dating, just a 5-year-old, Emily, based down in Truro, currently working for the Cornwall Council.
So that's how you do this, huh?
As well as being an equestrian vlogger, stroke influencer. Goodness knows what that does. On to the back farmer. Billy and her 9-year-old got their act together now. And unfortunately, more problems for Billy, this time at fence 3.
all washed off. What's she getting today? Wine gums. There's probably something wrong with giving wine gums, but hey ho, she seems to like them.
And a midget jam.
Oh, and a midget jam. This horse will eat probably anything. I have got polos for her that she's been having all day. We have pulled a shoe, but she was fantastic. So proud of her. Up on last week, double clear this week. She jumped beautifully in the show jumping. I'm so chuffed with her. I'm annoyed but not annoyed because she jumped so well. She didn't breathe on any poles, but we did come out with 8 time faults. Apparently there is one of the fences, and I suppose perhaps that's where not walking it may have helped, but actually it was on grass, her first time on grass. I didn't want to do anything too tight at corners. Like imagine if I came in short, she slipped behind and then we ran through a whole fence or something like that. Like I'd much rather go a bit wider because she responded really well. Open my grip, close my grip when needed. She responded really well. Used all like the outside of her to do all the turns like I learned on Friday, and yeah, chuffed with her, absolutely chuffed with her. That was one of the most enjoyable show jumping rounds I think I've ever jumped. I was actually smiling, able to talk to her. I wasn't fully out of breath when I finished because I breathed the whole way round, didn't I? Yeah. Midget gems are just like in constant demand, aren't they? Yes. She says they're very nice. Just about to put on some ice gel before loading her up. Go down and get my dressage sheet. I believe we have actually come 9th, so even with those 8 faults, because we then went on to have an epic clear on the cross country. Again, a few bit of odd striding, like a bit close, quite far away, but she was really good. And I think if there was a photographer at the Trakehner this week, I think she jumped even bigger than she did last time. I will have to find out who the photographer is. Next door, Sophie, our neighbour for the day, Sophie, only went and won her class. Whoop whoop! Amazing. Oh, but you are on cloud 9 and you will be for weeks.
This is never going down.
No, oh no.
So much.
Very well done.
Thank you.
And well done to the pony. What's the pony called?
Ted.
Ted. Hi. You did very well, didn't you? Very well. Oh,
Thank you.
very well done. I can't speak now. I think I'm tired. But we came 9th, Addie. It just shows what a small world that Cornwall is, because if you follow on Instagram and that you've seen a brown Cocker Spaniel, very much like Nala, my brother, not Kerry-Ann and Thomas, but actually Melissa and John, they have got a brown Cocker Spaniel called Willow, who is actually Sophie's parents that bred her. So like I say, it is a very small world. Fantastic day. I am so buzzing with her. She was epic, and 2 good runs of her first sort of eventing season. Roll on next year when we can have a winter full of training, get out to some more sort of local competitions of just the phases on their own, dressage, show jumping. I'm actually really excited. Tina did joke about me joining BS for the winter, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm more tempted after today's round because I really did enjoy it, and Cam watched it as well and said that it was a lovely round, but my hands were good. But of course you guys will have heard my voiceover because I haven't watched any of it back yet. I've had a few people send me videos, bless you. Thank you very much to anybody who does send me videos for the vlog of the cross country. But yeah, you'll hear my voiceovers of what I thought of each of the phases. But I think, unlike last time, I'm actually going to end this vlog here, pop on the ice cool gel. My dog is rolling around. Are you okay? Have you found some fox poo? Thanks for all my support crew coming up today. Gonna wave to the vlog? No? Dad just goes silent on the vlog as always. Mum's asking the question, where would I have come without the 8 faults? Second.
Really?
And all just down to time. Never mind, does not matter. It would go then on the collective march of the dressage. So who knows? Could have been first, but no. Can't think like that. Mum's brushing up to me. Thanks very much. You're going to get all the rest of it out in there.
Shall I?
No. I'm only joking. But yeah, thank you all for coming up and supporting. Also saw Addie's old owners, so it was lovely to see her again, and they got to see her. Hope you guys have enjoyed another event vlog. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and see you all soon. Have no idea what the next vlog is going to be. Can't lie, but I will see you all soon. Bye. Say bye. Bye. grumpy men.
Light me up.